So we are going to start a new chapter, physical layer for wireless sensor network. The total content of this chapter is that first of all we will discuss the spectrum allocation. Then as it is a wireless channel between the two nodes as well as the nodes and the base station, then we will review the wireless channel impairment. Then wireless channel model, they are generic wireless channel model, and then wireless channel models specific for to the sensor network. Then spread spectrum communication, direct sequence spread spectrum and frequency hopping spread spectrum. These two techniques we will discuss. Though modulation is a part of a physical layer, but modulation for communication student, modulation is not a new thing. So we will not discuss our ASK, PSK or FSK or QAM technique, but in place of that we will consider the modulation techniques, and critically when we discuss the transceiver design criteria. Then here we will discuss the techniques which can improve the performance. Because of the wireless channel, the impairment happen, the signal is very badly distorted, attenuated, and which causes the errors. So if we don't want error, if we want a reliable communication with limited bit error rate, then which techniques can be used which can improve the performance of a channel? So quality of service improvement using the communication techniques. Then we will discuss the transceiver design criteria like energy efficiency, then which modulation technique is to be used. Now in modulation, one thing is that we can exploit, that is the choice of the modulation technique. So it is dynamic modulation scaling. So that is when in a given application, when the amount of data is less, then we can go for, or channel is good, we can select one modulation technique, and when we find that channel is not good, channel is in the dip fed, then we can switch over to the other modulation technique. So that is the dynamic modulation scaling. And lastly, the antenna. So as the size of the sensor node is very small, then what should be, which type of antennas are to be used, and which are the restrictions as far as the antenna is concerned. So in the first this chapter will take 3 to 4 lectures. So in the first lecture of this chapter we will discuss the frequency bands allocated for the wireless sensor network. Then wireless channel impairment can be broadly classified in a large scale effect and small scale effect. Large scale effect covers the reflection, diffraction and scattering as the electromagnetic wave passes through the air as a medium. Small scale is referred to as the fading. It is the very small duration fluctuations in the signal strength that can be due to the mobility. It can be due to the multipath propagation, and it can be classified as either the slow fading or the fast fading, or flat fading or the frequency selective fading. Then to do the designing of a wireless communication system, it is necessary to model the channel. So there are two ways to model the wireless channel. One is the statistical way and another one is the empirical way of designing. So these are the general channel model which are applicable for cellular network or any other wireless network. And lastly we will discuss the channel models for sensor network.